We're next.
Welcome to the Suicide Watch Podcast.
No, it's fun. Welcome to the Suicide Watch Podcast, episode 10. We're coming at you with big moves up in here, and podcast intro theme song. Okay. How about that? That good for you?
Favored of heaven so highly to fall from their Creator and transgress his will for the resignation, lords of the world besides.
We teased the big finale.
Yeah, the big finale.
We had some big stuff planned.
We had some big stuff. Oh yeah, we did, man. Let me tell you, we followed through big time, and this podcast is not...
It is professional.
Yep.
We're doing topics. We got no gameplay talk till the end.
We're playing the game. Believe me, we're playing it.
We're not going to play it. We're just going to leave the controller down. We're just going to watch this.
Okay, if you want to. But I'm going to say no. I'm going to play the game. But yeah, now we got topics for the podcast so we can, have some sort of conversation. Because that's been a problem in the past. For me personally, I can tell you.
The point of the topics was to kind of stop us from just... being children wandering in the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
Afraid of our own shadow.
Psych, you thought these are all empty cards. It's all off the script. No script for today. We're gonna do 100% no cards. Changing it up.
No topics.
No topics at all. I bet I got some topics I can throw in from my old podcast.
No.
Thing.
You've done that 3 times now.
I got them for also the topic talk. That's section of talk we're gonna call this.
I also have arguments on my phone for regular podcasts that we might go into later. I don't know.
Arguments?
Yeah, some of our past arguments or things that I think we might argue about.
Let me tell you one thing. If there's been one thing that we can do, you haven't seen it on the podcast yet, boys and girls, I don't think, but man, can we argue, and we can argue good.
We kind of argued on one episode, I think.
I don't even remember what about. Do you know?
I don't know, but I think I remember us arguing.
It was probably something stupid. Okay, I'm going to start a timer. How's about it?
Yep.
Timer for 1 hour. And then go from there. If we need to add some more time, let's do it.
Do you know how to start an hour timer? You could have said, hey Google, start an hour timer.
Nope, didn't do that. I did it on my phone. Alright.
What's our first topic?
It's not a topic, it's a question. It's an easy one. I came up with this one right before the podcast. What? Ah, crap. Can't start yet. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yep.
Who am I? I am Mr. Sev1, also known as Lord Sev.
Lord Sev.
Also known as Andrew. Also known as Major Kent Smith. Also known as Lord Seventh.
Lord Seventh. I am Gish the Magnificent, also known as Mr. Gish, also known as Grave Lord Gish, also known as Call Me G-Rated, also known as Grady, also known as the Wild Son of Who Known, and also known as the Grand and Fantastic Desolation Lord. Yep, that's it.
Alright.
Just remember all those for season 2. Oh yeah, back to the boy.
I've died a couple times.
Oh, well, you get to read it then.
Yeah.
It's an easy one.
Alright, here we go. First topic
you talked about
the topic podcast.
Okay.
Is, what are some things you're excited about for 2019, Grady?
Oh, no. I wrote my name at the end of all the things, so we know who asked the questions.
I did not write my name at the end of all mine.
I did for mine, so we'll know if it's got my name on it, who did it.
But what are some things that you are excited about?
Big one right now is I'm about to get another room in my house cleaned out. So we're gonna have a place where we can record consistently, rather than going back and forth from your house to my house and all that. It'll be much smoother operation because I'll be getting a computer this year. Production value is going to be Craig Ferguson.
You don't think you'll get it cleaned out until 2019 though?
Well, hopefully we'll get it cleaned out in 2018, because it's actually the next project that's going to be doing. Because currently we've been painting my floor. I know you can't see on the video, but yeah, that's been a thing that's happened in my life here recently, and been painting the floor, and now we're going to go to that room and clean it out. It ain't been cleaned out in, man, it's been a long time. It's got junk from the people who lived here, 2 people before me, and so it's gross, it's disgusting, but that's going to be where we live, or our podcast and production comes from. It'll be the gorilla scene room, whatever you want to call it.
They're one of the things that are stopping us from being able to record and just kind of get together for channel ideas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is currently I don't have my license.
Yeah.
But that's I wouldn't say it's my 2019 goal, but that is currently my life goal right now.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll happen before 2019, right?
It should. Hopefully.
It should. It's one of the things you'll be able to get done.
Though technically, both of our answers have been incorrect because they have not been in 2019.
The room will be cleaned out before 2019, I hope. But I'm hoping to get everything that we need to have I want to get a green screen, different things like that. Computer. These all accumulated may wind up to be past 2019. Not, you know what I'm saying? It'll be
past the end of 2018.
Right. And I would like to also it'd be cool to paint some stuff on the wall, maybe our name or our logo or something like that, which is another thing I would like to get for 2019. I had somebody locked down to talk to about doing a logo, but me being a degenerate, I never did. But that's still open. I can still talk to them. I just ain't done it.
Yeah, I suggested we just go into to the because there's a website that's hire artists online or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that we could do that. We could still we could get different renditions of it made up.
Yeah, that's true. We can go to many sources and see who we like.
But to actually answer your question about some of the things I'm excited about for in 2019, I think 2019 is going to be a good year for movies.
Ooh, okay.
Because Marvel, Infinity War 2 is 2019.
Is it coming out in 2019?
Pretty sure.
That's exciting.
The new Star Wars movie's coming out, and you know how I am for Star Wars, big fan.
Yeah, they're alright.
There's I think the Spider-Man 2 is coming out in 2019 as well. I'm not sure.
There was something I saw that was coming out in 2019 that I'm very excited about. If I could just remember it right now. It's
There's a lot of games that's been sequels and stuff that's supposed to come out.
Yeah, I don't think it's a game. I think it might be. Well, you just keep talking. I'll see if I can think of it.
One thing, it's not coming out 2019. It's coming out this month. But another game that's coming out that I'm excited for is Red Dead 2.
Oh yeah.
Have you played the first one?
I have not played the first one. I played it a little bit, but for that to be.
Play it for the channel.
I could.
I have it on 360.
Seems to be a trend that we just play old games.
Yeah, we're talking about recording some, because we're talking about recording some zombies tonight after we record the podcast. Viewers,
which has been a game that
right. You see, the reason for for recording the podcast, we was either going to play Dark Souls or play zombies. But originally it was zombies because you wasn't interested in Dark Souls at the time.
Well, I mean, there was many times where we would have long conversations while playing Nazi zombies on
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1, and it was a grand time. I just remember having such long and in-depth questions or conversations, and I feel like that probably had a lot to do with having the podcast now. Is those times of enjoying conversations with Andrew, and so hopefully we can translate some of that in 10 episodes. Hopefully there's been at least a little bit of that.
Well, the difference between zombies and Dark Souls is you can play Dark Souls or you can play zombies without paying attention.
Right.
Like you can just you can zombie it.
Yeah. You can train them. You can do your thing, and your brain turns off after a while. I'm not good at the game by no stretch of the imagination, but
like once you make it past the first few rounds, then it's just like run around.
And just despite like small arguments you have with your collaborative at that point, it ain't that bad. But this game, you do have to focus more so. Yeah, that's been pretty apparent, I guess, in the time that we've played this game on the podcast. I'm worse for it, I would say. And going through a lot of the old podcasts, maybe this is too off topic, but I have a definite problem with not being able to focus. I think maybe just in my normal everyday life as well. Whenever I'm speaking to people or whenever I'm, doing my thing, I have a tendency to go off topic or say things that I really don't mean or think or feel. I just talk to talk.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons. I feel like this is one of the other questions we have, but like that's one of the reasons that preconceived the gorilla scene for me was that like you talk a lot.
Yeah. And
you don't you're just a machine gun of talking.
It doesn't even. I say so many words.
Eventually you hit the target.
Just keep going.
Eventually you hit the target, but you're just like.
Yeah, keep talking. McDonald's. We're going to McDonald's. I'm thinking. I had cheeseburger. I hate McDonald's, But, okay, so there was an ice cream there I had this one time. I told this lady, do you like working at McDonald's? But I was at Walmart and she didn't understand the question. True story on that last one there. But yeah, no, it's been a somewhat helpful experience to actually be able to listen to myself somewhat, subconsciously. Of course, talking on a podcast is much different than talking in everyday conversation. Well, at least for me, because the whole, fact that we're being filmed, you get more comfortable with it in time, but it does throw you off somewhat.
But like as I was saying, you talk a lot.
And I did that thing where I talked a lot, didn't I?
Yeah, you just exampled for me.
I did an example at first, and then it turned into being real.
But I always I have a problem with not talking too much.
Okay.
Or not talking enough, and just I wait for the opportune moment, 10 out of 10.
Right.
And then I say something, and then to social groups I'm around, it sounds very it puts me off very well because the only thing they remember about me is my really good jokes because that's all I really say. I'm not just carrying conversations about apples or whatever.
Right.
So
that's those apple conversations at me there.
That's the reason I liked our dynamic was because we wouldn't necessarily cancel each other out, but
right.
It kind of we had a sort of a yin and yang going.
Right. Much like my sweatshirt that is yin and yang. Yeah, it has definitely been knowing you and having you as a friend for ever since being a child. I don't know if we've ever talked about that, but it's been interesting because I don't believe that me and you would be friends now if we just met. Although one hit, Okay. And and okay, and so I don't think that we'd be friends if we just now met. Me and you are vastly different, and the reason that we do talk or like get along so well is I've known you so long, so it's hard to explain necessarily, but you know, since I've known you for a long time, we have something established from many years ago that can help withstand us now putting up with each other's bull crap and starting a stupid channel on YouTube, and you know, all the success that we've had from it, you know, just multiple brand deals that we're contemplating right now.
Well, I think that was a good first topic.
You think that was a good first topic? Okay.
Do you have anything more to add to what I was saying?
Things that I'm excited about for 2019. First thing I want to say is I can't. I know I have nothing else to add. I can't remember anything. I felt like I had something, but I can't remember it now.
We're going on to topic 2.
Topic 2, baby. You get to read it. Another topic.
Here we go. What is one? Oh, come on. This is one of yours. We gotta do one of mine now.
Oh.
All of yours are on top, Grady.
I didn't do that.
I think you did this intentionally.
Nope. I did not. I mixed them up. Mixed them up, and then you must have redone them right then.
What do you think was the largest event in or before your life?
Oh God. Largest event
that shaped your life.
Okay.
To kind of help you along, I'm going to give you my answer.
Okay, you go ahead first.
What I think has shaped my life up to this point has been my parents getting divorced.
Okay.
Like, I feel like if my parents were still together, I'd have a completely different life.
Well, I'd say you're probably right there.
Like,
just imagine that. You think it'd be better? Worse?
I don't know. But I think that's been one of the pivotal points that's affected a lot of my decisions in life, I think. Whether knowingly or not.
Mine's definitely got to be 9/11. That's a joke. Let me think on this real quick. That's a hard one to say because, you know, I think we'll give what I don't know if this has affected my life the most, but for me here now, I think if I had dated my first girlfriend, I would have been a much different person. I think that one would have been. I think I'd probably be a nicer person now. Probably just an all around better person. I think they really drug me down. But yeah, no, that's the.
That's your answer.
That's the one I got right now. I mean, I'm
that's
sure
fine.
There's probably something else that's probably, you know, influenced me more. But you know, you can say that about a lot of things, pretty much anything. Yeah, if I ain't had my first truck when I was 16, my life would have been vastly different. But yeah, that's it. Was that topic 2?
That's topic 2.
Wow, that was a long one, dude. You're gonna have to tell me about how long these are before we do them. Did you do it already?
Okay. Oh, I didn't. That's the top one. You gotta get rid of it.
Okay, we gotta get rid of it. Craig Ferguson style, baby.
Why is there so much writing on that one? I didn't even
Oh, it's one of mine, and it's a topic. It's not a question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. It's about me being racist.
Okay. So it's a story then.
It is a story. And this saga of me being racist has stretched across years, and man, where do I begin? Let me think on where do I begin.
Wasn't it the first? It was the first Iron Man movie, wasn't it?
Okay, it's the first Iron Man. It's stretched across multiple movies, and they're mainly Marvel movies. And okay, so we all know Terrence Howard is War Machine in the first Iron Man movie. Okay, just remember that. Replaced by Don Cheadle in Iron Man 2. So I know this, you know this. It wasn't until years later
after Civil War, I think, or during Civil War, right?
Something like that. I saw a poster for what is that movie? I think it was the Black Panther. Okay, I saw that, and Forrest Whitaker's in the Black Panther. He was on the sign, and I was at the theater. Okay. I go in, and I'm like, oh man, that is so interesting that they're having this man, Forrest Whitaker, play another role after they had fired him for one role. That is, how strange that is. And there was somebody in front of me, I was like, dude, they got the guy who played War Machine.
It was me, spoiler.
It was you, and it was some other dude, and he's like, nah, I'm not sure if that's, I don't think so. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's crazy. And I thought Forrest Whitaker was Terrence Howard. Okay? And dang it, there's more than that. I know there's more than just that one. There's the second one, and then a third recent one, I'm pretty sure. So I got Forrest Whitaker and Terrence Howard mixed up, okay, and so that's number one. I think that was the beginning. Number two.
If you don't remember number two, just keep over to number 30. You might jog your memory.
Okay. Now this one I think I have an excuse for it. I had watched a video of some feller. He was giving a rating of all the Marvel movies in order or something like that. His favorite to least favorite or whatever. Doesn't matter. And he got to the Black Panther, which I had not seen at that point. And I was listening to it. And he said something about Nick Cannon. Okay, Nick Cannon, alright. And what he talked about the movie that actually got me interested in watching it. So it came on Netflix, and so I took this opportunity to, while I had my king-size mattress in this living room here, I watched that movie. And the bad guy, you know the bad guy, right? Do you know who Nick Cannon is? He's, here, let me look him up for you so you know who I'm talking about. You've seen Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember names.
Okay, yeah, but Nick Cannon is he was on the Nickelodeon channel for a while. But here's what he looks like. Okay, so Nick Cannon, I thought Nick Cannon was the main bad guy. The entire movie, I was watching this dang movie, and I'm like, Nick Cannon, yeah, he got really buff for this role. Man, he's looking really good. And then it popped in my mind. I said, huh, maybe this isn't Nick Cannon. And then I looked it up. I was totally wrong. Definitely was not Nick Cannon in the slightest. I mean, it was somebody who was not Nick Cannon. What his name is, I don't know. But all I know is it wasn't Nick Cannon. And I thought that he was in the movie the whole time. And I was being racist again. That's the second time, but I'm pretty sure it's the third time.
Yeah, that's the third time.
You know for sure it's the third time?
Pretty sure.
There's another time that I was racist and I can't remember it. See how far our it's just sad, ain't it? You know, how far our nation's come. How racist we are, you know?
I was racist as well at one point.
Oh, thank you for not leaving me out here just to be the only the racist member of the gorilla scene.
So, on point, I don't know if it's been told on the podcast. It's a secret, but I'll let everybody on our channel know. I'll let them in. I worked at Walmart.
What the heck? You worked at Walmart? I didn't even know that.
And when I worked at Walmart, you know, mainly I pushed carts.
Okay.
But they trained me on the register.
Mm-hmm.
Because they told me they'd give me extra money, which they didn't.
Mm.
Anyways, so at the very beginning, like the first 2 weeks, I'd spend half the week working the register and half the week pushing carts. And one of these days that I'm pushing carts, a Chinese family comes through.
Uh-oh.
And they're, you know, just putting their stuff on the little conveyor belt thing. And, you know, I'm ringing it up like I've done 100 times by that point. And, you know, I was new, so I didn't know all the, what all the vegetables were, what all the numbers for them were. You know the story, I'm pretty sure, but anyways. So, then they put some kale on there.
Kale?
Or no, cilantro. They put cilantro. And anytime I didn't know what something was, instead of looking it up in this book that for some reason I could never find anything in, I would just ask them. I said, what is this? And they said, cilantro. But they said it with an accent.
Can you say how they said it?
And I was like, okay, here's my logic thinking. Okay, this person does not know English. I'm just gonna ring it up as kale. So that's what I did, and I put it in, and then I hear them say, "But that's cilantro, not kale." And like I had already, they had already paid for it at that point.
Mm.
And then
did they pay extra for it?
Yeah, it's like 30 cents more.
Oh my.
And I was just like, it's 30 cents, whatever. Let's just go.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Wow, dude.
I was just racist.
You were racist because you couldn't understand them.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that sucks. Dude, you should really. I mean, really, you should probably. Hey, let's do some apologies real quick.
Apologies?
Yeah, let's apologize for our racist behavior.
Are you gonna apologize to black people?
Dear black community, I would like to apologize for my racist behavior. I'm sorry that I mistaken Forrest Whitaker for Terrence Howard. That's unexcusable. I can say that. That one, they look nothing alike. They have no resemblance of one another at all. But the Nick Cannon one and the other guy, I mean, I'm gonna cut myself some slack on that one. But you don't have to. You don't have to cut me no slack. I'm sorry. That one was bad. But the first one was definitely wrong. That one was wrong for sure. And I'm sorry about that one mainly. That's the one I'm the most sorry about. And yeah, but that's just what I wanted to say. I'm sorry about it. And do you have an apology that you would like? You got an apology that you would like to say?
At this point, Mario, you're just laughing.
You want to wait till it's worse?
Check our level.
What level?
Press start. Check our level.
Dude. Wow. We gotta finish the game in this, on this level. Okay. You don't want to apologize?
I don't want to apologize, but Gorilla Scene will apologize for both of us for being racist.
How's the Gorilla Scene gonna do that?
Because we are the Gorilla Scene.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that makes total sense.
We're apologizing as a company.
Oh, as a company.
Yeah.
This
It's a fun little shortcut. So you had nothing else to add to your racist topic there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I've been racist any other times than that.
That's really it? That's the amount of times you've been racist?
I mean, I get freaked out with black
Be careful what you say.
Black people wearing hoodies, but I do the same with white people. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I do that with just white trash, you know, just any kind of trash I see. There's a lot of white trash around where we live, and yeah, they scare me. I'm like, please don't walk over to me. They're usually hanging out at gas stations, places like that. And they want hot dog buns sometimes if they're like, I got some kids back at home that need some hot dog buns. It's like, yeah, I feel you, man, but I ain't gonna give you no money for hot dog buns because that's just gonna go into $3 meth, and I just don't think that you can handle much more of that. Is that it? Is that all? Is that for that topic?
I think that's that topic.
Topic is what I said. Yep. Dang it! I wish I could remember that third one. Or a second one. I know it happened twice.
It did.
Crap.
I think it might have been with like a preview at a movie or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say something about Star Wars. I feel like it may have been Star Wars or something. See, I took that thing back up because that's the right thing to do.
I don't think I ever made it to send it back up.
Girl that rejected me on Tinder. This does not have my name on it, so...
This is mine.
So
I got rejected on Tinder.
Oh no.
Me.
You did.
Someone
You
had the
got
audacity.
somebody had the nerve, the gaw, and the just completely unapprehensible behavior to reject you, Mr. Sev 1.
Don't they know who I am?
Don't you know who I am? Dang, dude.
Okay.
Crap. Do you know where she lives? Let's burn her house down. Teach her a lesson.
Up until very recently, I might say, I've not had very much luck on the Tinders. I think we've come.
Yeah, we've probably talked about it.
But
I ain't either.
Anytime I get past like 3 sentences,
yeah,
it's a good time.
I don't even get 3 sentences. Yeah.
So this person, like, we're talking, we're having fun. I'm making her laugh. I'm
making
laughing.
her laugh. Haha, you're laughing. I'm laughing. We're all laughing. 3-way text message.
And then, you see, I had been like reading articles on how to get better at Tinder.
Okay.
And one of them said...
Don't read articles on how to get better at Tinder.
One of them said, if this is the perspective of a girl, but she said, if a guy doesn't ask for her number within the first like week, then she immediately assumes that he's not interested. So I was like, okay, maybe that's why some of my conversations die off. Because I don't ask for the number.
You don't.
So I was like, I'm going to ask for the number.
Do it. Go for it. You live your truth, baby.
And, you know, I wasn't just like, hey, can I have your number?
Yo, girl.
I was funny about it.
You was funny about it.
I did this like, I sent a gift of like a hair flip. Oh, come on. And then I sent, hey girl, can I have your number? And I sent finger guns, like goddamn finger guns.
Yeah, but
it was funny.
It was funny, dude. You was saying funny things. You're making big moves out here in the community.
And then, that's it.
She said, unmatched. She hit you with an unmatched.
Unmatched. Not even like, oh no, I don't want to give my number out. No, like, I'm not ready for that yet. Just
she was outie. I'm done. No more for me, my man. Dang, dude. Got ghosted.
I got wrecked there.
Yeah. I actually did ask for a number one time or something. Let's see how this goes. I said to the lady, this was one of the first people I matched with on there, back when I made my Tinder for the first time, and her name was Mary. She's cool, I guess. We talked like a little bit, and then didn't talk at all, because that's how all of my matches go. Okay? And then I waited for like a month or 3 after that. And then I messaged her again. I said, wow, I feel like we've had such a great time, like, getting to know each other. Can I get your number? Or something like that. And it worked.
It worked?
Yeah, it worked.
Oh.
But then I didn't talk to her after that. I may text her once or something. And of course, it didn't. Nothing came of it. Yep. That's my experience with it. But I never get far enough to get rejected, really. So that's pretty much it. Oh my god! Alright, is that it for that boy?
That's it.
Okay.
I think, did you already done rip it up?
I did. I done ripped it up? Okay. Alright, this one's for me because it says my name at the end. You can't see it on here, but I'll tell you it's on there.
Show them.
Alright, if you insist. Grady, do you feel like we have grown since podcast 1? Hashtag.
Hashtag?
Yep. It was to signify podcast number 1, but if I said that, people would have known that it was podcast 1 hashtag. So, do you feel like we have grown since podcast number 1 hashtag?
Yeah, of course. I mean, podcast 1 started with, hey, let's record a podcast, and we recorded us just talking for however long. We created a character for like 2 hours, and then
in this very room. Yep.
Yeah.
On my Xbox 1, I guess.
And then, like, it was funny, but it was like, it wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't like normal. I don't know. It was like we didn't even know we was being funny, I think.
Oh no, I've watched podcast 1, and it's got some good moments. I was surprised that it turned out so well, much better than some of the podcasts later on. Which one's the best podcast? I don't even know if it's out yet. Can I just say podcast number 3? I can't remember if that's the one we talked up a lot.
I don't think we ever talked it up.
Okay. There was one podcast that we lost that we found again that was really good.
Yeah, we talked about how we'd lost it, but I don't think we ever
I think that we said that was podcast number 3. And let me tell you, podcast number 3 is trash. I keep saying stuff on it like Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Have you ever had the story Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Andrew would be sitting there quiet, and I'm like, have you ever heard the story? No, it was, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? And it'd just be sitting there in silence, and then I'd say it again like 5 minutes later. It was so stupid, and yeah, I think I was into Sugar Pine 7 at the time too. Anyways, I know I've grown definitely since then. Overall, as a person, if you take that stretch of time to now, well, it's been a year, right? It's been over a year at this point.
It's been over a year.
I've definitely grown more as a person, you know, in a few different ways.
Oh yeah, of course, as a person, I've grown tremendously.
Yeah, I'd say now in the past, like, 2 or 3 months, I'm miles better than I was then. I have a tendency to be kind of moody and annoying most of the time. I think just kind of recently it's getting better. I've been trying to work on it a little bit. So that's me as a person. And yeah, I have a coworker that thinks I'm mean. It's because I am mean to him. Sometimes I don't like people very much. And but I don't want to be like that all the time. Or at all, really. I would like for people to think I'm a nice person, or not think I'm a nice person. I would like to be a nice person. Man, he's a real nice person. But then they get to know me and then like, ah, crap. I was wrong about it.
Well, there he goes.
Unscripted! Can I just yell unscripted? Whenever things are unscripted? Oh, God.
But I mean, like I said, I've definitely grown as a person. I've got a job since episode 1. I've gained more, like, direction in life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I know what I'd like to do for a career. I don't know how realistic that is at this point yet, but, you know.
Yeah. How do you think the podcast has grown since then? I mean, has it grown for the better or the worse? Do you think?
It's just like it itself is like life. It's taking its ups and downs.
Yeah, there's been. I specifically remember pieces in the middle that were very, very bad. But I don't know because I ain't seen them yet. I just remember what I did. There was like a section where I was very, very like just not with it very much. And it's taken its time. I don't know if it's been any better. I do have comfort in the fact that once we have such a collage, is that the word I'm looking for? Once we build up our inventory a little bit more on like podcasts and things, we can private a lot of these, and only true fans will know about the horrible season 1, which I don't even know if I'd call it horrible.
I think it's been fine so far.
Yeah, I mean for the first year of the channel, even though it's been just a podcast channel and the trip to RTX, which is completely out of order because they're the first part 1's unprivated, but part 2 still is, and we talk it up the whole time of the podcast. But then by the time that anybody ever watches it, then it'll be fine. But
the timelines won't matter.
It doesn't even matter because our channel is so insignificant. It doesn't even matter on release date or anything. But I'm excited for 2019. I think that production value and quality of the content will go up somewhat, and
yeah, that's something we have planned is in mic actually.
Yeah,
or
mics, and like I said with the green screen, that'll be kind of cool for different things. Oh, we got some intro ideas, so much better than the crappy Paradise Lost crap.
I like that.
I don't like it. I don't like it very much. But yeah, so I think that we've grown a lot. It would be cool to have us on a podcast with our past selves and see what they think. But that's impossible, so yeah. Okay. Did I rip it up already? I think I did.
Probably.
This one's mine, so I want to...
I like how we've just done predominantly yours. We had one of mine that was like...
Ooh.
I remember it was 2 of mine.
Well, I have much less than you do, so the fact that we're doing mostly mine is kind of not good.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one...
I'm just looking at them. not even picking them randomly. I'm just looking at them.
That's Andrews.
Oh yeah, here's one I had a hard time reading. There's some of these that I had a hard time reading, and then there's some of them I couldn't read at all, depending on how much cursive Andrew used. Not that I can't read cursive.
I only use cursive on the really long ones.
Yeah, which means I definitely can't read them. Is there like a bonfire here? Never. I'm sorry. Old habits die hard, Who do you think has had the most influence musically, both on you and on the world?
I'll let you take the lead on this. I think I have my answers, but I'll let you take the lead.
Well, to say are those 2 separate questions? Both on me and then on the world?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the big one on the world, I would say probably the biggest band I know of, probably has had the most influence. It's a cheesy one. The Beatles.
The Beatles had the most influence?
Yeah, they're the one that everybody is, there's number one. Not saying that they're
number one.
Band that's had most influence on me, actually would say a Christian band. I think. Yep.
No. Oh really?
Yep. Skillet, because they were the first like rock and roll band that I really like started listening to, and I have no idea how you get anywhere.
Just keep down as your guide.
Ooh, like
Just
that?
play for a bit.
Okay.
I was lost for a while myself.
Yeah. Yeah, but Skillet, because they had some rock and roll music, which listening to it now is a little bit cheesy, but I still can enjoy it.
Same. Skill was also one of my first. It's not my most influenced musically, but I would say that was one of my first bands I listened to as a band. Like, for, yeah, words. But,
Yeah.
I think, contrary to you, I think the person who's had the most influence on the world is Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, can you
I feel
elaborate?
I feel like he made pop what it is. Because to me, as you know, but I don't know if the audience knows, go down from those little rocks there. Yeah. I'm really into pop, and I feel like pop is like the biggest genre right now, like the most famous.
Well, yeah, it's because pop stands for popular music.
Yeah, rock and roll could be more popular.
Yeah, but then it'd be pop rock, right?
That's a philosophical debate for me. But yeah, Michael Jackson for me.
Okay, interesting.
And for myself, I want to say, Panic at the Disco. And not just because I like them now, but like it was one of the first like people or bands or whatever that I listened to a whole album just like based on liking them. Because like I would like Bruno Mars and Locked Out of Heaven or whatever, but I wouldn't just go listen to all the songs.
Right.
But like, cause remember whenever we went to RTX and a year before or right after we planned to go, I was like trying to think of things to do on the way because it was a 16-hour drive. I didn't do any of these things on the way, by the way, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna get me like a Game Boy or a DS to play on the way. I want to like get an EP3 player and download a bunch of songs to listen to.
Yep.
And so then right after that, right after I had come to the decision to make a giant playlist with songs for the road trip, I discovered Panic at the Disco. And I literally downloaded all of their songs onto my little MP3 player just by like liking, what's that one song called? One of the songs. I'm a big fan, you know. I like one of the songs.
That one song. Here, let me guess. Was it one of their popular songs?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's popular.
Dang,
who
cares? I don't know. One of them. It was one of the big ones. I'll switch to Humanity, but... You know, bands that's done, I've like, I go in and out on some bands, and one of my, I would still say they're one of my, I don't know if they're my favorite band, but I'd probably put them up there. It's a Christian band called Reliant K, and I really liked them. I probably, I liked a lot of their music. There's a few bands that I like a lot of their music, and that goes a long way for me. May not like their music the best, but if I like the majority of it, you know, then that really propels them up in like good band status. I think the Killers, I liked a lot of their music, but I don't listen to them all the time. But I do like a lot of their music.
I don't know if I said that I liked Panic at the Disco is my favorite band, because I don't think it's my favorite band right now. I'm pretty sure Blackpink is. Like, I'm a die-hard Blackpink fan.
Die-hard. You need to get a t-shirt.
That's what they're called.
They're called Blinks? You're Blink, dude. Nice.
It sounds like...
Now welcoming Blink!
It sounds like Twink.
Yeah,
which I find kind of funny.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Blink Master, Blink Master, what did you call yourself? Mr. Save or something like that?
Mr. Sev.
No, you said it.
Seventh.
You said 7th. That was it. Blink Master Say 7th.
7th is my username whenever I play a like old game.
7th. I like that. Blink Master 7th. Is it Blink or Blake?
Blink.
Blink. Okay. Yep. So there you go, boys. Is that okay? Is that it for that, boy?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I have anything else to talk about as far as music goes.
Oh God, I can't read that one. Oh God, oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man. This is interesting podcast material, ain't it? Do you want to trade for some jewels? Crap. There was one video. Oh, here it is. This is a Mr. Sev question. If we could collab with crap. If we could collab with anyone for one video, who would you choose?
Now, in this question, I didn't say it in there, but I'm not just talking about like YouTubers or Twitchers.
Anybody?
It could be a celebrity. You know, anybody. Well, anybody that's alive. I'll narrow it down to that. You can't pick Hitler.
Hitler, woo, woo, woo. He's gonna be like, dude, he's gonna be cool. He's gonna be, hey, and I'm like, oh my God, he did that for real. So Hitler, I just want to ask you, what do you think of, what do you think of McDonald's? Let's start off with something easy. Yeah, that'd be it, really. He wouldn't understand me. Would you abort Hitler? Would you go up to Mother Hitler with a gun or an injection needle or something and just, you know, you wouldn't do that. You let that son of a gun live, huh? What?
Hey, I've watched plenty of sci-fi shows to know that if you mess with history, you're going to cause something worse.
Major time ripples, like a couple million more Jews walking this earth.
If we killed Hitler, there would be Hitler times 2 Hitler harder.
Hitler, the sequel to the prequel that was aborted because of time traveler dude. That would be dope. And then Mr. Sev 1 time traveled back in time and killed Hitler. But to his surprise, Hitler 2, which was ironically called Hitler because Hitler 1 did not exist. It was just another guy who did the same things Hitler did, but with a different name. Okay. Oh yeah.
I think I would pick someone like. I would either pick one of my favorite celebrities or someone who I think would.
Somebody who's alive now.
Yeah. Right. Who I think would be like, who would make good content. So as far as favorite celebrities go, I'd pick that one guy who played what's his name in The Walking Dead, the cool guy.
Your favorite actor, dude?
Yep.
I don't think he'd make good content, but
no, he wouldn't make. That's why I said my favorite actor.
Oh, what is his dang name? It's
I don't know.
He's Yondu on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. I couldn't tell you.
But if famous person, him. But if I had to pick someone who I think would make good content, I might pick like Robert Downey Jr. or something.
You think? I feel like he's just a sketch on Jimmy Fallon waiting to happen.
I feel like he would just come in and be like Iron Man or something.
Yeah.
Because that would be. Because the whole in my mind, the whole point of this question is, what can make the best content or the content that we would enjoy the most out of this video?
So I'd get Dan's news. and I just have him react to all of
all of Dan's news.
Yeah, we'll just have him. We'll be going off and reading the Dan's news lines to him. I think I'd have to be a much... Well, minus a few things, it would be fine, but then there's like the RTX episode, then that would be worse. But, no, I would not pick Dan's news. I would not. But that would be funny. That would be... I think that would be good content, don't you? Could you just throw away two?
That's the one. That was the two you think has most influence, I think.
Ooh.
Sorry.
God. Dang it, dude.
Elon
Musk would be cool. A celebrity.
You would pick Elon Musk?
Well, I think he would be an interesting person to...
He seems... Like, I've seen, like, a lot of memes about him, like that's supposed to be from his Twitter, and I don't know if it's, like, true. Because, like, one of them was, like, Elon Musk buys Fortnite and then deletes it or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, I had to do it to him or something.
Right.
And then another one was like, science says we can create cat girls, we just don't have the funds for it. And he was like, I got you or something. But I'm curious if that's like actually his tweets, because something.
No, those aren't his tweets. I could about promise you.
It could be though.
I guess. Go up? Did I go down too far?
It's a little confusing. I know the path now, but... So you wouldn't pick any, like, YouTubers?
Well, YouTubers...
Okay, I'll change the YouTubers, but...
Okay, let's just say...
You can pick any YouTubers from any point in time, so, like...
Any point.
You could pick Jordan in the middle of the Creatures timeline.
And then ask him about recent events?
I mean,
or semi-recent events? What do you think about your future self who is now, whatever? Dang it. God.
If I had to pick a YouTuber, I would probably pick Al Chessbreach, just because he's just the perfect amount of like famous, but like he wouldn't. It wouldn't just be him like coming to do us a favor, you know. Because like if I felt like James was here from Cow Chop, it would be like he had to be here, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely he would. I don't think that man wants to do anything he does.
Oh no, I think he really likes Twitch.
Well, okay, there's Twitch.
Like,
you know, I'm trying to think on who I would like. For some reason, my knee-jerk reaction is like Mika Kitty from like 2006, or probably just whenever she was Mika Kitty, or whatever. But I don't even know why. I mean, it wouldn't be good content. I don't think in the least. Maybe if we did something like went and shopped in our local town, that would be kind of funny.
Would you, in any instance, pick like a band or anything, and just like have a sing along with them or something?
Oh God, that sounds awful. That sounds like a big mistake. Yeah, I mean, you know, your song said I think I want to sing with you. Okay. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I would pick any musicians.
You know, musicians most of the time are. I can't. No, I just couldn't. I can't imagine really what I would say to them, or you know, things like that.
I think it'd be cool to have like a game dev. Like Dark Souls, for instance. Just have like I don't remember what. Do you remember what the guy's name from Dark Souls is?
No, isn't he Japanese?
Yeah. I just remember Lobo singing it a bunch and like me remembering it somehow. Like, I'm pretty sure I even remembered it when the last time I talked about Dark Souls 3 versus 1 on the podcast.
You know, if we're talking like that, if there was like some way that I could understand the person, I think it would just be interesting to have somebody who's, you know, kind of eccentric. I really have no knowledge of this person, but the guy who directed or created or whatever you want to call it, Evangelion Neon Genesis. I think that would be kind of cool. There's some sort of like translator just to hang out. Even I know nothing about the person, but I just feel like that might be cool. Be cool to do. But Mr. 718 seen that anime, so
No, I have nothing to add on.
yeah, that's pretty much it. All I can say is it's legendary. It's a legendary film, or whatever you want to call it. Unscripted. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Off the porch. Off my back. Off the back. I'm gonna go pee off the back porch right now. And Mr. Seb's gonna. Yep.
Okay. Now, let's concentrate on the game. So, I just need to be very, very...
I am now
cautious.
peeing. There is pee leaving my body on the podcast. Podcast 10.
Hit. Roll. Hit. Oh, nope. Dodge. Alright. Back off. Reset. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hit.
Hey, you don't sound like you're talking interesting stuff, dude.
I am shot calling this.
You better not be talking about the game.
Yeah.
Stop reacting to that dang game, dude. We're not reacting.
Sometimes it be like that.
Woo! Woo! Yeah! I got a gun on the podcast! Woo! Yeah, buddy, you can see it, look! Woo! Yeah, dude, it's a gun! Woohoo! We're all so edgy here at the gorilla scene. Yeah! Dare me to shoot us? That would be so funny. Yep. That's it. That's really it. Guess this is the end of the unscripted moment.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I would add that to the
Unscripted moments?
Yeah, I'm gonna put her on my Mother Mary blanket right here.
Check our time there, but see how long we've...
Oh, you talked about on the thing here.
See how long we've been...
Well, we got 15 seconds left on the 1 hour of scripted time.
See, look how many of these we still have left.
Oh my god. Do you want to go for another 30?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Nick Cannon's still on there.
We've been kind of like... We can speedrun some of these.
Shut up. Oops. Dismiss it. Stop.
Oh my gosh. Slightly off topic, but...
Nuh-uh.
Back to the previous topic of Tinder. So, I felt like I had really bad Tinder photos.
Yep.
So I set an alarm for 4:19, which was when I was normally getting off work. Now I get off at 7:30.
Excellent.
But incidentally, that leads me to like I'll be driving home now, and then my alarm will just go off, and I'm driving, so I can't turn my alarm off. So I'm just hearing my alarm go off all the way home. It's kind of funny.
You said you thought you had bad Tinder photos. So you set your alarm for 4:19, and that's...
Yep, to take more photos. I never clarified that, but...
Okay, so that's where I was... I didn't understand. Were we done with that? With that topic? I couldn't think of nobody, so I picked Mika Kitty and then the director from Neon Genesis, which those can't be my real answers. I mean, they're just what I thought of right now. So just know that. That's not who I am. Not right now.
Okay, here's a pretty deep one. Do
Pretty
you
deep.
think you know yourself the most right now compared to you in the past? For example, do you think 12-year-old you knew more about himself then than you know now?
Then I know about 12-year-old me.
No, that you know about 12-year-old.
Right.
That you know about yourself now.
I think personally, I may be all wrong, but I think that I got a better understanding of who I am as a person currently. You didn't.
I fell.
Yeah, you got it. I think that I got a better idea of who I am right now than I do then. But
So you think 12-year-old you didn't know as much about himself then as you do now?
no, I think it was all mainly just reacting, living. It was very good life, I'm sure, just...
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, if back then you had 12 points of knowing yourself compared to, like, 200 now, and you knowed, like, 198 of yourself now, or no, 190 of yourself now to, like, 11 points, then old past you would still know more about himself. You understand what I'm saying?
You're talking about percentages?
Yeah, like, because you're more complex now.
I definitely have a lot more feelings now that I can't always quite put a finger on. If you want to if you want to say that, then it's pretty cut and dry when you're little. It's like, I'm happy because I don't have X. I'm unhappy because...
But do you know that, though?
No, you
As
don't.
a kid, do you know
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you now because I can't remember. So I would say I know myself better now, but...
Do you think you're better now? Better now. You only say that because I'm not around. Not around. But for me personally, I feel like at some point, like maybe slightly pre-teens or just teenager, I feel like everything was simple. I had very few problems, and like my biggest problem was like what to say to my friends the next time I see them.
Yeah,
that's
a big problem usually.
I was like, how can I? What
Keep them
conversation
interested. Yeah.
can I say that they will have things to say back to me?
And I'll tell you what, you didn't have a list of topics in your pocket, did you? Not like now.
So to answer my own question, I think I knew more about myself then, even though I know a lot about myself now.
You always think you know. I feel like, for me, I always know more about myself than what I really do, most likely. Because the things you don't know yet, do you? But
Well, you can know that, like...
You can have a better understanding of what you... it's like, oh, well, I can't really explain this, but I know that. Does that even count as something?
You should, for me, if I'm, like... At the beginning of the day, you know how most days start normal? And sometimes it just, like, slowly degrades? I can tell pretty early on that the whole day is just going to start slowly degrading.
Right.
Like...
Well, that may work for you, but my days usually start at the very bottom first. It's like contemplating suicide, different things like that. But then as I kind of wake up a little bit more, things kind of, But then from there, it's a crapshoot. Who knows what's going to happen from there? So, But that's me, But,
Alright, I think that's that topic.
You think that's good?
I mean, we're kind of...
I'm sure we can revisit some of these later.
like I said, we'll speedrun the rest of these.
Oh, we're speedrunning?
If we, unless we feel like we're really enjoying a conversation.
This one's for me, okay? I'm really dreading yours that I can't read. I'm gonna have to save those for you, okay? Alright.
I picked one of the cursive ones.
Oh, excellent. Maybe that's why that didn't make any sense to me, is because I couldn't read it. Okay, this one's for myself. Does the reality of our channel match up to your expectations of how it was going to go? Grady.
Well, to be honest, I don't think I had any expectations. I was just like, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I want to make a channel.
Yeah.
And that was the only conscious thought I had about it for a long time. Was just like, make a channel.
Channel making. Excellent.
And then we'll do stuff.
Right. You know what? Now that you say it, like, yeah, that kind of is true for me. I kind of didn't realize how difficult you would be to get along with until it was started. Because pretty much anything that I say, I'm like, okay, this is a great idea. I think this is going to be good for the channel. But then you're like, I don't think so. I think that's stupid or whatever. Because I'll have things that I'm like, okay, this is for sure a good idea. And then I realize, oh no, I gotta tell Andrew about this. And then it's like, you'll say no or something.
Yeah,
and then I swear, like
I feel really bad
a month.
telling you that sometimes because I, to be honest, I don't want to not be honest and like put out something that I wouldn't enjoy.
Right.
So,
but it could be the simplest of things too. It'll be like nothing. It's like, okay, let's do a theme song or something, and then you're like, nah, I don't know about that. I'm like, what do you want to do then? And yeah, that is kind of probably throw me for a loop more than anything. But you know, I get it. I'm the same way. There's stuff on here I wouldn't want to do or whatever. I feel like I'm easier to get along with. But
I feel like one of the things that I thought we would have a lot more recording and like I thought we'd get our schedule together a lot quicker in the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be like, okay, once we start this, we're gonna be pumping out 2 videos a day.
2 videos a week, easy. 2 videos a day.
And now I think we're lucky to hit a video like every 3 months.
Yeah, if you kind of like, we'll see. I feel like for the last podcast, I knew it's like we're taking our time on this son of a gun because we're going to get it right.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
This one. But even though it's the same kind of podcast as it's been the whole time, but I just was in no rush to do it. I wanted to do some sort of like, you know, maybe go somewhere, or I thought that would be cool to film it in an interesting location or something. But really,
that seemed too.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it really don't matter that much on that. You know, because it's important to fit the narrative of the podcast for the last one, right? And the narrative has been we play Dark Souls. We talk more about Dark Souls than we do the actual podcast. And yeah, so that was...
Okay, so...
Yeah, and you should have seen the text that he sent me where he's like, we should have podcast topics. And for you to know, no Dark Souls talk going on. And I was like, okay.
So, I edited episode 4 where like we restarted recording again,
Excellent.
Right? And...
Was that when I got good?
Yeah, I think he was good by then.
Well, I'm not good, but you know what I mean.
And, like the whole game, he was just talking about the game. And I wasn't, a few times I tried to divert away from the game, but you just kept going back to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the podcast, after we had like officially stopped recording, I'm pretty sure, it was like, man, we just talked about that game all the time. I literally got mad editing it. Oh my.
Well, I tell you, whenever I got into Dark Souls, I got into it, man, pretty hardcore for a little while. Dude, ain't nothing like it, dude. Loved it. Loved the game. Because it's so much fun when you can play and not die every 5 seconds. Which is kind of funny that we're, you know, given the situation currently. Yeah, last podcast we spent all game fighting, what's that guy's name? Anubis? No, his name is, crap, I know, you
I don't know. I know he's the
Abyss Walker.
Yeah.
Taurus.
So I think that's that question.
Okay, alright.
Let me get to this other one.
I can't remember it.
Hey, I don't even remember the question.
Yeah, it's something.
Okay, here's one. Here's the long one. If you could go back, this is sort of...
And abort baby Hitler.
If you could go back and change one event in your life,
Oh God.
which would you change? So it can be anything. But the catch is, is no matter what you change, your life still plays out the same way. So let's say
I don't understand that.
Let's say you choose an animal, a pet that died.
Yeah.
You say that pet doesn't die now.
Mm-hmm.
That pet still dies, just in a different way. In the same amount of time. Could be sooner or it could be later. But it will not die the same way.
Well, then why would I do that? What do I have to gain from choosing something?
Well, I mean, stuff could, like I said, it'll play out differently, obviously, because it won't be exactly the same. It'll just play out similarly. For me, I would choose dating my first girlfriend.
Okay.
Because the only thing that could possibly happen is we would just break up sooner.
Yeah.
And I'm all
or
about
later. Did you think about that? That's a possibility in your rules that you've set up. You could have got married and divorced with your rules.
No, that's too much of a life change.
Well, so you just made up that rule right then.
No, your life you'll still be you right now.
Okay. Right now. Well, then wouldn't I still be the same as a bad person? As bad of a person?
Yeah.
You could have literally dated her up until this point right now. You just got off the phone and broke up with her.
No, not necessarily.
Well,
Probably not.
I'm just
actually.
saying, it could
I'll
have
be a
been.
completely different person.
Whoa.
I can almost promise you that.
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Do you have no answer for this?
Yeah, I mean, what in the world am I gonna...
Hey, come on, boys.
What am I gonna say?
You don't want to change anything, because it could turn out slightly better is what I'm saying.
Okay, I'll say my first girlfriend. That always went better. This is break up as soon as... First date, break up, Let's do that. I want that one to happen. Chances are I'd still be as bad of a person now. But I would just have less people to blame it on. Everything's my fault, okay? But that's the fault I have. I like blaming it on other people, and I like blaming it on her. She's the reason I'm the way I am now. Even though it's from 5 years ago. Jesus. That's a long time ago. Okay.
There you go. I got the two cards we're going now.
Those are the two hard ones? Then I'll...
You should... I have confidence in your ability to work through the rest.
Oh, God, oh, man, oh, God, oh, man, oh, God. Oh, here's an easy one. Do you regret the channel name? Do you regret the channel name?
No.
No?
I don't... The only way I would regret it is if we thought of something significantly better. Like right now. And then I'm like, oh, that's sad. But that's just something about me that, I tend to stick by my choices. Whether they're good or bad.
Okay.
I feel like that makes life a little bit easier. If you spend all your time regretting, you just...
Yeah, then what is that? Oh, God, I forgot to mention, I forgot the podcast shoes.
No, you didn't. They're right here.
They're right here. Where mine and Andrew's hands are. That's where they are. So you'll see that in post.
I actually know how to edit that into the thing.
Excellent.
Now.
So I'm gonna send you a picture of my shoes. I do kind of regret it a little bit because it's such a strange name, a strange way of spelling. In time to come, it won't matter if things go well for the channel, but now it's kind of a drag because it's you might tell somebody about it and then it's so complicated spelling it right and all that. So that kind of sucks. It's not very brandable in that way. But
I think the words themselves are pretty brandable. The gorillas sing.
Yeah. Spelling of it is fine and not fine at the same time.
If it becomes an issue, we could always just change the spelling. But
that's
I stick by my decision.
We should stick by the spelling of the name. It's either the gorillas scene spelt wrong, or it's no gorillas scene at all. You know what I'm saying, dude? That's me. That's me right here. And I may change my mind later on down the road, but right now that's the way I feel. Is that good for that?
Let's go.
Amen.
Speed run.
Amen. Speed running. Tell me a interesting.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Pretty. What?
Story.
Pretty.
No, just.
Oh, it's a story.
Pretty.
Embarrassing pretty bout. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, tell me a embarrassing story about yourself that I wouldn't. Why did you write half cursive and then half not cursive?
Cursive is my go-to, so I just.
Why would you write a little bit better in your go-to?
That's good. That's good cursive for me, man.
No, dude, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. I cannot remember all the cursive, you know, but
Oh, I can't remember all the cursive either.
that's your go-to.
Hey, it's faster. It's more efficient. I'm all about efficiency.
Well, yeah, I could just scribble down lines on the paper and it would be more efficient, but it's not because nobody can read it. I can't read this.
Yeah, you can. It's not all. It's the rest of it shouldn't be.
Story is my bad. That one's my bad. But it looks like pretty to me because it looks like a P, and then anything after that is practically pretty, right? It starts with a P, ends with a Y. Pretty, okay? And what? Have I even got through the whole thing?
No.
Tell me an embarrassing story about yourself that I wouldn't remember or know. Okay, let me think about that. Ooh, rejection. I got rejected once. It still keeps me. I think about it.
This isn't that what's her name, girl? Is it that you like talk to on Facebook or something?
Absolutely not. Which that one I regret, but I was a little boy then, and she was very, very beautiful, and I suck. We went on a date and it didn't work out. Anyways, I was in Taco Bell. Me and a couple of me mates, me roommate Steve was there. This was back before he's my roommate. There was this girl there. She was a very beautiful girl. She did not, she was looking at me a lot, okay? And I saw her and I was always making her. I was saying, this girl's looking at me quite a bit. And even Stuart said, man, I swear that girl's looking at you quite a bit over there. It may have been because I was dressed somewhat like I am now. I can't remember what I was wearing, but I'm sure it was something along these lines. And she keep eyeballing me, you know. And so I said, I wrote down my number on a piece of paper. This was the time I tried to give a girl my number. The only time I tried to give a girl my number. And I'm just going to finish the story talking like this since I've committed so far now. And she was walking by and said, hey, did you drop this? And she said, no. And I said, are you sure? And she said, no. And it really bothered me to think, you know, it really bothered me because...
Did she know that was your number?
I don't know. I think so. And so I didn't feel like that bad about it, but then Stuart made me feel worse. He was like, dude, and I was like, oh, God, oh, man, oh, God, oh, man. And, yeah, so that makes me, it's funny, because even now it's like, sometimes I'll think about stuff like that, I'm like, that really has no effect on, except I'm probably never, ever going to try to give somebody my number. That's probably the only effect. It's like, yeah, I don't want to feel mildly uncomfortable for years to come after this. Because I already got one that'll make me do that, so why don't I want 2 or 3? And, you know, I'm sure the list goes on. You can't remember them all at once, but they're there. They're in your mind.
That was a sufficient answer.
Jesus.
My answer is, it's kind of along the same lines, but not really.
Yeah.
So...
You were rejected on Tinder.
There's a girl on Tinder, right?
Alright.
But, Like, this is when I first realized, I was like, hey, the girls are pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna like them, a girl.
I like girls a lot, actually.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do all those hip things that guys do that attracts girls.
Beat their girlfriends.
So I was in my truck, or my Aunt Nim's truck, which has tinted windows, by the way. So it made me safe in this instance.
Ooh, yeah.
But I was like, okay, I'm gonna practice my winking and like flirting through this window.
Okay.
So then every time I was in that truck, anytime I saw a female, I would flirt with her through this tinted window.
Excellent.
So I would just stand through the window and be like,
God, dude, that's awesome. How old were you?
I don't know, I was like 14 or something.
Dude, I would not be embarrassed by that at all. That makes you so much cooler. Because here's this 14-year-old boy. You're walking into Walmart to get your groceries.
No,
your
I
milk,
only did it in the truck though.
Yeah, you're walking by this guy in this truck, and here's this little boy winking at you. Was it for every girl or just pretty girls?
Girls I like, yeah.
Girls you like, okay. Alright, well. Yeah, no, dude, I wouldn't be embarrassed at that at all. Did you see it? Did girls see you? Did they noticeably see you?
I think one might have saw me, but I'm not sure.
See, how can you be embarrassed? Are you embarrassed by that?
Yeah, that embarrassed me.
No, I would
not.
not.
As much as it used to, but...
I mean, come on, dude. That makes you a lot cooler to me, actually. You know? Dude, that's funny, man. I need to start doing that now. Winking. College girls walking by. Just give them one of those. You know? What other moves did you do? Did you wave? What?
I think I tried the finger guns a few times.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. Give him a finger gun and wink. Dang, dude, that's dope. All right.
Next topic.
All right. Then. Stupid phone. Oh God, we gotta get this done. Where do you see our channel in 1 year?
I think we'll be slightly more productive and have production value. That's just a quick answer.
Yeah, I think that...
I don't think it'll be like a drastic change where it'll be like, wow, look at the channel in a year from now. But, you know, right. I think there'll be progress.
Yeah, I think that we'll probably by then really have something down. I think, the room will bring a big play into it. And hopefully we'll have a lot more than just a podcast. You know, get some gameplays down, maybe some movie reviews or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Better place, bigger and better things. We can answer that question later on down the road. If you had to give a realistic time for when we will start uploading, what would it be? So you mean uploading consistently?
Yeah, like if it's just once a week or once every 2 weeks.
I think that we will be let's say...
Do you think we'll do it by the end of this year?
Not by the end of this year.
Do you think we'll do it by the middle of next year?
Let's give it like 2 months into 2019. I think we will get, we'll have somewhat of we'll have a schedule of some kind.
You think 2 months into 2019 we'll have a schedule?
A schedule, yes. I think that's okay.
I'm a lot more pessimistic. I would choose like halfway towards the quarter end of 2019.
Okay.
To get a realistic schedule going.
Okay, well you're probably right because I'm wrong. Okay.
Next question.
What is one of your favorite wrestlers / what is one of your favorite bands / what is one of your favorite movies?
Okay.
This is kind of a lame one to end it on, but okay.
End it? This is the last
This
question?
is the last one. And you got...
Okay.
You got 4 minutes to elaborate.
Okay.
2 minutes for you, 2 minutes for me.
Randy Orton. Blackpink.
Okay.
Star Wars. Force Awakens.
So that's the first of the new ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the new one.
All right. So for me, Randy Orton. He's my favorite wrestler. Okay. He is my favorite wrestler. That's what I would say. If somebody said, "Who's your favorite wrestler?" I would say that. He's one of them. He's not your favorite, right? Just one of your favorite.
I think he's my favorite.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. He seems kind of generic, but in a way. But him fighting all them Legacy versus like Triple H was so cool to me. One of my favorite bands. Let's see. Bon Iver. Okay. I like Bon Iver a lot. And one of my favorite movies. In my top 10 movies, it's got to be 7.
7?
Yeah, it's probably in my top 10. So that's my 3.
A good secondary for me would be Batista for the wrestler.
Ooh, I like
Batista.
him a lot more now that he's Drax.
He was on SmackDown recently.
Really?
And he had like a brown jacket. And it was like Drax stole Star-Lord's jacket.
It said that on there?
That is like it is a meme.
Oh, is it me? Okay.
But Batista for wrestler. Panic at the Disco. And hey, 4 minutes ain't up, Grady. And a good movie. Because I really like Black Panther.
You like Black Panther?
Yeah.
I thought it was alright. It was a good movie.
I really enjoy the soundtrack and the whole like stuff like that.
Can I tell you?
It's just got a good aesthetic feel for me.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Scott Pilgrim. The movie is so good, so much fun to watch. Like I literally like. I've seen it before, you know, but I decided to watch it again like in the same week. I didn't finish it, but I made it a quarter of the way through or more, you know. And it's a good movie to watch if you've never seen it. The soundtrack is very good. Yeah, it's just a good film, all around good film. Michael Cera in it. Really enjoy his performance, but I've been kind of obsessed with him, you know. Him, pretty much anything like Jason Bateman, like stuff like that. He's in Arrested Development with Jason Bateman. Since I love Ozark, that's one that I'm into a lot.
I just recently went and watched Venom.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Heard it sucks, or at least that's what I saw.
Apparently, critics hate it and fans love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then that's all that matters.
And I personally didn't like it.
Okay.
Because I'm not. This doesn't really spoil anything, but obviously Eddie Brock gets the symbiote, right?
Right.
And
I saw Spider-Man 3.
And like before I went and watched the movie, I read this like an article about all the symbiotes in this Spider-Verse or whatever, and how like Venom was the weakest.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like one of the like sentences on there, which really stuck out to me, was the reason Venom like can compete with these like top symbiotes is because Eddie Brock knows how to control the symbiote the most. Like he's the most in tune with the symbiote than anybody else is with any of the other symbiotes. And that really like sounded cool to me, you know, like just like a giant symbiote fighting Venom, and like it's just not moving as fast as like Venom. He's just like, you know, beating him up or whatever.
Right.
That's not how it turned out.
Right.
Like one of the other characters can control symbiote just as well as Eddie Brock, in my opinion.
Well, that's the age-old thing. Is in most every movie you watch it, they always fight themselves. Every single time. Literally in Logan, he fought himself in the very end.
I would like to take this moment to warn all headphone users. Please turn your volume down. That is all.
Woo! Unscripted time! Woo! 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 Unscripted time! Woo! 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 Unscripted! Woo! 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 We're at the podcast back in normal, boys and girls. It's the second half of the podcast. It's coming at you fast. We got a little doggy here. Woo! Look at him! Woo! Yeah! 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 second. Look what I got, boys and girls. It's the American flag. You know what we do then? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and dang it, and the rockets went flare, the bombs bursting in air, bring truth to the night that our flag was still there. So say the Star Spangled Banner, yeah, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Woo! Yeah, woo! Yeah, let's play baseball, everybody. Are we gonna beat this guy or not?
I'm learning his moves now.
Yeah, I don't think I could learn how to beat him.
I wasn't learning during the scripted time,
Oh my god.
but I am learning now. Are you done now? I think you're back.
Are you asking me if I'm done now?
Yep.
Well, I'm definitely in the unscripted time. That's the introduction. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta make up for so much of the. If things are scripted, then you gotta make up for unscripted. You know, it
Sure.
goes yin and yang, yin and yang. You know, and it may not have been as long as the. Yeah, if only unscripted time was as long as scripted time. I don't think I'd be able to live. Dang.
Yeah. Use all your energy.
Shut up, dude. You're not helping any. I really want to beat this guy. I did so good my first time playing him. I was like dodging things, perfect timing, all that crap. Beautiful. I was so good at this game.
I kind of noticed that. Oh no, I forgot about this. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. But then I suck, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you think we can beat the game at 69? I guess we can. We could. Should we? We should, right? It's either 69 or 420, whichever one you want. We'd have to do a lot of duping to get to 420, but
that was not fun. Stay over there, brother.
no, I kind of want to talk about something else because the scripted time was good. I think
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
it works out good, better than I thought.
So I've been playing. Do you remember recommending us play Tomb Raider?
Who did?
You did. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah, probably.
did. Well, I watched. I was watching James play Spider-Man, and I got the urge to play something with a controller, and I decided I bought the first Tomb Raider, which I had downloaded illegally like 3 or 4 times, but I bought it with Steam, played it and beat it. Almost 100%ed it. That's kind of what I was going for, but I didn't. I made 91%.
I beat that game, yes.
And I was like, man, that's fun. So I went ahead and bought Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Where do you go?
Down. Right. The orange thing. That.
Okay.
Follow that, and then take a right down here at these ghosty boys. Not there.
Crap.
You have to go down now.
Crap. Okay, I never got it down 100% on all my days.
I had at first I had a backwards way. I had to go down. I think it was here first. I had to go down somewhere to find myself on the map, but I found the right way to go. But I was playing. I really enjoyed Shadow or Tomb Raider, the first one. Like just playing through it again, it was fun. And playing through Shadow of the Tomb Raider hasn't been as fun for me.
You mean, is it Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Mm-hmm. Shadow is the second one, and there's a new one.
The new one's out now.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in 2019 that I'm
You're
super excited about. I know from that question that we had.
Nope, not. Oh yeah, you go that way. Go that way.
It.
And then,
Oh, I think it was actually One Punch Man. I think
go that way through those rocks. Yeah.
One Punch Man comes out in 2019. I think.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's that
Go
or
there.
maybe. See, I got this part down. I knew that.
All right.
I didn't. It's like up to that point. God, dude. Yeah, One Punch Man or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't talked about it on the podcast, but I watched One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about not talking about it until the podcast, but I just don't know. I decided not to.
What do you have like favorite episode, anything like that?
No, not really. Like I just sort of binged the show in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's an easy one to go through. I really enjoyed the like the workout scene or not workout scene, but when they're testing to become a hero.
Yeah, whenever he's like destroying all the tests.
Yeah, which I thought that was funny.
I thought it was funny whenever like the scientist or whoever who's, I don't know if he actually did create Jinso or whatever his name is. But, like they go through that like tower that has like 8 levels.
Yeah.
And like the guy at the end, and he's just like beating One Punch Man to death, and then like he gets mad because he realizes he thought he missed his cell or whatever, and he just like kills him. That was pretty funny. I laughed pretty hard at that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, you're like, oh no, like the whole film is just expectation diverting, and at a certain point, it's like, I don't know. I guess he's just invincible, right?
I like the fact that they just had like other fights that didn't even involve him. Like the one with like the crystal like goo thing at the end, fighting all the S-Class heroes. Like that was a pretty funny fight. I like that the naked guy like learned to do consecutive punches from getting beat up by the underworld king.
That was whenever everybody goes and fights the underwater king. What's his name? Like Sea King or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. But whenever they go through and it's like, oh wow, we got a Class A hero and 2 C's or something like that, or whatever it was, or 2 B's. They're like, we're gonna be fine, and then just immediately destroyed, and so they suck. And and it was always every single time somebody new come around, they're like, wow, Genos, you're back, great, you're gonna save us, and then like he gets destroyed after
I like the part after I think it's after the meteor crashes, but it might be at the end whenever Jinso's like in a rock. He's like embedded, and then Saitama, whatever.
I think
he walks up, and he like, here, let me help you. And, like yanks off his arm.
Yeah. Oh no.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, and then they get to the. And I thought maybe they're gonna have some sort of like person turn in. You can do it again. They're gonna have maybe like the bike guy turn into One Punch Man. Some sort of like, something propelled him to become great or whatever. He's like, Justice Smash! And he throws his bike at the monster and it just bounces off his back to no effect at all. And the whole crowd, they're like, you can do it! Great! You go for it! They're all dead. They're all going to be killed by this sea monster. They're like, go on, bike guy! You can do it! And ultimately, the sea monster, after destroying all those heroes, they're like, yeah, I guess he wasn't that strong after he punches him once. Like, yeah, the hero system, it must suck or something.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of stupid because, I don't know, I just felt like it was stupid. But, yeah, no, great show.
Yeah.
Great show. I would like to watch more anime, but I don't, because I started My Hero Academia, which has been pretty good so far.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, if I was gonna pick, if I was gonna pick a anime for you to watch next, or I'd strongly suggest or whatever, it would
I'd
definitely
probably pick like Cowboy Bebop or something.
See, I have that, but I've never finished it all.
I've heard it's really good, or has a very good cult following.
Yeah, it's a anime legend is what you would call it. Legendary anime or whatever. But I think I did finish all of Neon Genesis. That's good. That's a good film. I liked it. And then even the new movies, I watched all of them so far. They're not out yet. Not the last one's not out yet. Is what I'm trying to say. And I watched all of them until waiting for the newest one to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, good films. Good films as well. They're good films as well. But I would love for us to beat this guy.
I have like 2 attacks that he does that I can almost always dodge. That's not really one of them.
But you I-framed through it, man.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I thought that was a combo. That's one of. I think you rely more on your shield than I do. I'm more of a roller.
I really been more on Oda play it. Which I don't think it would make much difference.
We didn't make hardly any progress at the beginning of the podcast.
Nope.
It was just running and dying.
Yep. It was true to what it should have been in a way. If only we could have done better.
Okay, so let's say, for example, we just play Dark Souls all of Season 2, which I'm not 100% sure we will yet. Like, we haven't talked about it too much. But I don't think I would want to do... Well, okay, let's say Episode 10 gets really good, like, comments or whatever because it's scripted. And they're like, yeah, do more scripted episodes.
Yeah, all the hundreds of people.
And everybody wants, like, they want just scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we would make no progress in Dark Souls.
Yeah, especially on something like Dark Souls 2. Okay, well, I'll say this. If we were not playing the DLC, I don't think it would have mattered. I think I can autopilot and beat the game at this point. But this stuff, this new boss and all that, like, yeah, I don't think so.
But I was going to say, I think we should, at the very least, do like one scripted, then one non-scripted, and
I like kind of what we did now. If we just did like an hour of scripted and then
well, we won't make much progress in 30 minutes or so.
What are you talking about?
Of like on Dark Souls, game progress.
Well, I mean, like do an hour of scripted, an hour of unscripted, or something like that. Whatever it may be. Really, at a certain point, we could take a model like, say it's like an after show type, We,
yeah, like if we didn't make enough progress in the game or something.
Yeah, the after show. That seems like a good idea. That's what they do on Mega 64, which I like the after show better than their podcast, mainly. Dang, dude.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to roll backwards for that, but I'm not sure.
The one I did the best at, we only had 5
flasks.
Yeah. Which was the first try I did, but dang, dude, I blew out my voice a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I heard that at the end of your Star Spangled
You want me to sing it again, please? Dang, what are the lyrics for all that Star Spangled Banner?
Oh, come on. I should have rolled to the side. Dang you, Dark Souls non-omnidirectional rolling.
Here, let me beat him real quick. Can you sing it for us?
No.
Hose, they say. Can you see?
I've been playing a lot of new gamer here, but I'm playing a lot of Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I've been trying to like I finally started to like actually get better at it. But I remember getting better quicker playing Xbox. Like there's a lot higher skill cap for PC Fortnite than Xbox Fortnite, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause you played a little bit,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, you never was good at building, but I imagine you could see someone build pretty quick, right?
Right.
There's people who build like skyscrapers in literal like second and a half. Like, it looks like they're just doing this with their mouse, but they're just building like a giant skyscraper, and it's like, obviously not many people play like that, but sometimes it can feel like that. Like, I've had to literally start like just running practice drills on building, just like in my off time. You roll to roll. You gotta like.
You gotta wait.
You
Kind
gotta
of last
wait on
second
that
in
one.
a way.
That's one of the ones I'm pretty good at dodging, is that like smack you down. I should probably try and shield that hit. So no new games for you?
Nope.
Any games for you?
I actually just picked up Dark Souls again the other day after not playing games since like since my vacation, pretty much. God. Good.
Man. There's a guy that, you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to elaborate much for the channel. There's a guy at work, and
Oh, I know who you're talking
and like at first, I thought he was just like, he seemed okay at first. And just the more time I'm around him, the more I'm just like, at this point, I grow to like mildly hate him.
Yeah.
Cause he'll just walk up to you, not whenever we're slow, whenever we're like, we'll get hit by a rush, then he'll walk up to you and ask like just really drama-filled questions that make no sense. Like he walked up to me today, he was like, and this didn't make any sense, he was like, should I do it the hot way or the cold way? And I was like, and he had this
cold way.
he had this box. We heat like chicken up in the microwave before we cook it. You gotta roll sideways for that.
Oh,
but we heat chicken up in the microwave before we cook it, and I thought that's what he was talking about. So I was like, the hot way, I guess. And he was like, oh, you want me to do it the hot way? And I was like, yeah. To be honest, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he was like really offended by it or something. And I just
he
at
sounds
this
like
point,
he's kind of retarded.
Yeah.
I mean, cut that out. Sounds like he's
kind of
ignorant. Kind of ignorant. Yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather just be back there by myself than him be back there with me.
Well, you know, everybody's got those people that you deal with, you know, whether it be family, work, screw that guy, okay? I'm just going to say this right here, since we're talking about the game again, screw that guy, you know?
If you run towards a pillar, it doesn't hit you, I'm pretty sure. I ran towards him.
Yeah.
I tried to, so I told you before we started recording that I've been, like, I'm really behind on CCTV.
Yeah.
For Couch Shop, for those of you who don't know, about episode 10 of our podcast where we talk about Couch Shop. Anyways, like, I originally wanted to listen to the podcast and just play Dark Souls, but I found I wasn't, like, I started listening to the podcast and playing Dark Souls, and I found I wasn't playing well. Because I wasn't concentrating.
Was you listening to the podcast very well?
And I wasn't remembering anything that I was saying either, so I had to switch games. So I didn't, my intention was, okay, I'm done.
It's the second time.
Yeah, that's a rage quit, that's not a handoff.
Okay. I get it, I feel you, man.
But yeah, I had to, I started playing Slime Rancher again. That's a real fun game. Just kind of
Slime Rancher? That's what you just said?
Yeah.
Slime Rancher? Dude.
Yeah, it's a really chill game.
Sounds disgusting.
Believe it or not, you're a ranch owner of slimes. You go collect different kinds. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Sounds gross.
But yeah, I've played that.
Ah. Dang, dude.
The episode, you asked me if the episode I watched was when they talked about Asher. It wasn't, but it's the one where they talk about how like Alec got like introduced to the group.
Yeah. You know, I really like him. I think that he's a good addition to the group.
Really?
Why, yeah. I mean, given the circumstances of it all, he seems like he wants to be there. He seems to be a polite gentleman who kind of gets it. You know, I think if somebody acts too comfortable around him, like they've been buddy their whole life, and they never got it. You know, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get you.
But
it's a little confusing, but I get you.
Yeah, you know, if it was just like some fan they hired and they're like, you know, they're just right along with the shenanigans, you know, it's kind of like, man, you know, you don't know these people. Have some respect.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I ever told you this or not. I'm pretty sure I never talked about it on the podcast. But I had a series, not one, but a series of reoccurring dreams where I was a part of the creatures.
Excellent.
And like
that dream is a reality. Welcome to Creatures 2.
I wasn't like a main creature that would just bring me in every now and then. I was like an intern. But I remember like them being like, "Well, anytime you're on camera, you're really funny."
Yeah, dude.
I was like, "Yeah, man." And then like, I remember waking up from not that kind of not a creature dream, but something else.
Wake me up! Can't wake up! I can't wake up.
And thinking like, "Oh man, when's the next time that I get to see the creatures?" Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My friend's network disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Nothing probably happened on the recording, but...
Great. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm.
And then the mouse is there.
Yeah, the Dan's news. Any word on him? Crap, we gotta message him, right? I guess that ain't the end of it, is it?
I mean, if you want to end...
Well, how long have we been going? Let me look.
Try to finish this boss.
Gosh, man, I really do too. Almost at 2 hours.
Once we hit the 2 hour mark, I'll keep playing, but you can start the Dan's news segment, I guess.
Okay, well, it's like 1 minute.
Oh,
I said almost 2 hours. It was seriously like almost.
I thought you meant almost 2 hours.
Let's give you 10 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes.
10 minutes, and let's really. We'll try to beat this boss, and then we'll start the Dan's news.
Well, this will be the final Dan's news of the season.
Oh, dude. Dang, man. Dude.
But, so the reason, this doesn't really affect the viewers any, but the reason I haven't worked on any of our videos since you went on vacation. And my excuse originally was because you wouldn't send me the audio to finish an episode, which I did completely edit. And I put actually a little bit of editing into it instead of just like cutting it.
Yeah.
And it is pretty funny, especially with the edits, I feel like.
So it's a good episode? Episode 4?
I feel like the edits are like, they put the icing on the cake.
Are the edits good or is the episode good or are they good together?
I feel like the edits make the episode good. They turn into something that's okay into something good.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I'll be the judge of that. This guy's stupid, dude. I watched Lobos fight him. It doesn't help me none, cause I ain't never fought him myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember him not getting hit a lot.
His attacks. I don't know. Some of them are easy, some of them are hard for me. Mm-hmm. There's a hill attack.
Crap, there was something I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, podcast 3 definitely sucks. I can't reiterate that enough. I
remember editing it, trust me.
Yeah, dude, that one sucked.
I told you once, I was like, Plagueis is not pronounced that way. And it's like,
it is Darth Plagueis, I do believe, but yeah.
I know I'm 100% sure you pronounced it wrong.
Probably. I don't doubt it none. Talk about growing as a person. Podcast number 1, Grady, was so much better than podcast number 3, Grady, in a big way. So much funnier, so much better. Podcast number 2, Grady. Fantastic. We both had a great podcast number 2. Number 3, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, to reiterate on episode 4, I think I was really hitting it on episode 4.
Okay. I'm excited to see it.
I think that's why I enjoyed my edits, because, you know, I was basically working with myself.
Yeah, he's working on old Andrew there. See,
Like, a little spoiler alert, even though this whole season's released at once and they've been seeing this. It's like I put text up and stuff.
Yeah.
Like over words. Like at one point.
Did you? Okay.
Or not over us or something. Yeah. I didn't put it all in the same place. Sometimes I moved it around for the joke. Like at one point, you left to go pee or something, and I was like, man, I hate that guy or something. And then I had edits in it and stuff. It's pretty funny.
And now, if that's the case, then he'll do it again. Yep.
But
I'm excited to see it. I get to watch all the podcasts whenever they're uploaded on
yeah,
the
I
channel.
upload them for you.
Yeah, you upload them on for me, and then I sign into the account, and then I watch it sometimes, which I don't ever watch all of it most of the time because I don't have YouTube Red on that account, so I can't listen to it going down the road, or I would, in fact.
Anyway, I was saying about not working on anything for the channel.
Oh,
I realized yesterday that I could have been editing the Fallout stuff we have, at least like the first bits, but you know, you was lazy, so I have an excuse to be lazy as well.
Well, dude, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
But I was just thinking about how I was kind of getting annoyed that
You kicked me? You kicked me!
Yeah. I was getting annoyed about us not having anything uploaded since part 1 of the... Have you thought at all about the second name for the stupid vlog?
What are you talking about?
For the vlog to RTX. We have the first one, and then there's part 2 that we haven't named
yet. Wrong? What was the name of the first one? That was something that you argued with me about, and I don't understand, I think. Let me look here on this thing. Ugh, God. You do things halfway, and it bugs the crap out of me. You be like, yeah, edited this podcast, or like, edited this video, it's ready to go up, and then you're like, I'm gonna name it. And you're like, podcast thing, and it's like not capitalized or anything. Like, what the heck is
I didn't put it up to be released, I just put it up.
Okay, that's what I meant. Well, see, that's cool. That's cool. If you just put them up just to put them up, then I usually go in, oh yeah, Travel Talk, Road to RTX. Then we got RTX.
Part 2 or something?
Part 2, yeah.
Yeah,
but no, I'm on this one, you went public with it, on Travel Talk, and you didn't capitalize certain things that should have been capitalized.
I
had to go fix it, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, okay. Alright. I don't know, what do you think? Travel Talk, RTX?
No, Travel Talk is the series name, is what I was saying.
I mean, won't it be on the name, or do we...
Like, if we ever travel again, it'll also be Travel Talk.
Right, so wouldn't the second video be called Travel Talk, something about RTX or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Travel Talk.
Did we go to Did we go to the rave in the second one?
Yep.
Okay. We should call it Travel Talk the Great Rave.
I like rave. I thought we can make some sort of joke out of it though.
Rave or grave?
No. I like the idea of the Great Rave.
The Great Rave. I think that should just be it. The Grand Rave, the Great Rave, the Gate Grave Drug.
Okay, so
RTX, the Gate Rave Drug.
The guy at work walked up to me at one point and was like, I'm pretty sure they're putting drugs in my food. Do you know what drugs are putting in my food? And what do you say to that? Do you say yes? Do you say no?
You say no, because that would be the correct answer. What if he's OSHA? Get some help. No! What are you doing?
He is doing.
Throw a rock at him. You couldn't. Woo! 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 Yeah! Unscripted time! Woo! Dang it, son. Dang. Woo! Yeah! Alright.
Where's this lady at? Hey, Grady. Here you go.
Screw that hoe.
I think I know what you want to do.
Is that her?
Just do the thing.
Wake up! What's wrong with her? Hello? Maybe I gotta rest at the bonfire. Or light it. Loot.
I thought she left after that, to be honest.
Come on! There she is. Okay, well there you go. Now what? We should go back?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you did it. I'm glad. I'm proud.
How'd you like that rush there at the end?
It scared the crap out of me, dude. Our armor's almost broke.
Yeah, you might want to repair those. Do we not have the repair thing?
We do, I guess.
That's reinforced.
Which one? Oh. I thought repair equipment.
Oh, don't use those 12 cells. No! Dang it. I need those.
Do we need the 12 souls? See, that's a lot more. Yeah. I like that we got a mismatched patch of armor here. You want to level up since you did the winning? Oh wait, no, we can't level up, can we?
It don't matter.
Just level up, dude. We need all the help we can get.
Just
I'm gonna
put it all on
pee.
the health.
I want to pee and then let's just and then we'll do dance voice and then
Dance, please. I don't think we've went to where the dragon's at yet. I don't remember where it is.
okay. All right. Man, I'm excited. Get through some. Oh yeah, are we going somewhere right now?
You gotta kill Dragon Boy.
Oh, Black Dragon Calamite? Dang, dude.
Honestly, I don't remember how to get there.
No, thank you. Let me add one more to watch later. Or, well, wrong one, but alright. Who cares? Yeah, back to this. Instagram. Well, okay. I'm on the right one. Dance news, here we go. Hey buddy, it's me, your boy, and I just wanted to say you've been doing really good. You've been doing a really good job streaming. I don't watch the streams, but I've never seen it before, but, okay, and I've never seen it before, okay. But I'm sure you're really high. I'm sure you're really high quality, and you have a great personality. Remember, the offer still stands. Be a part of our team, and we'll take you places with love and kindness. The girls scene, love you.
You should tell them about how you're setting the room up, and you should tell them that we just finished our first season of the podcast.
Hey Dan, don't want to rush you or anything, but this train's a rolling. Period. The room's going to be set up soon for you to move into. It's where all the production's going to go down. Okay. This trade is enrolling. Let's see. We just finished the first season of the podcast. We're filming it right now, period. I hope you're doing well. Love. Me. Love me. So, how about that? Does that seem good?
Sure.
Alright, well, there we go.
That's it.
Sending that to Dance Noost. And first time messaged him was July 2015. No, July 15th. I guess that was 2017 or something like that. But all right, cool.
Thanks for watching season 1. Suicide Watch is over. Suicide 2.
Suicide 2, the suicidal alert. More suicide.
Released 2 days after season 1.
I don't know about that, but
2 days and an hour.
2 days and an hour, you can count on it, boys and girls. So, oh wait, no, what's today's date? I'll tell you since we're going, since it's the last one. It's October 21st, 2019. Okay? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get the crest key to get the giant so I can go fight the dragon.
Okay. Alright.
It's off recording, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, no, you're right. Alright then, yeah, it's been a good, I think it's been a good time doing these. I've had a good time doing them. I think that I've learned a lot. Continuing to learn every day in some shame or another. And yeah, no, that's it. That's really it. Good podcast.
See you in the future.
Yeah, see you in the future.